the channel. Yeah, in case you don't know, this is the Peter Lynch universe. According to YCharts, they screen for stocks that are small cap, low PEG ratio, reasonable debt to equity ratio, and have something of a dividend to come up with a list of 35 stocks that have Peter Lynch-like qualities. So I've done quite a few videos of some of the other names on this list. It changes from time to time. So right now I'm going to be looking at this new entrance, Viper Energy Partners LP, with a really good ticker symbol, VNOM, VNOM. Keep in mind, this is not a recommendation. I don't know a lot about these companies. This is just a quick overview, so if you're thinking about investing in them, make sure you do your own due diligence. But yeah, Viper Energy Partners. YCharts gives it an attractive rating, a value score of 9 out of 10, a fundamental score of 7 out of 10, and historical multiple valuation is positive, so it's undervalued according to them by 23.78%. This says here, Viper Energy Partners was formed by Diamondback Energy in 2014 to own mineral royalty interests in oil and natural gas properties, primarily in the Permian Basin in Texas. At the end of 2020, Viper owns 24,350 net royalty acres that produce 26,551 BOE per day. Proved reserves are mostly oil, and at the end of 2020 stand at 99,392 million BOE. So yeah, that's Viper Energy. Sounds like it's a royalty trust. This is, again, a bit of a broken record. A lot of these E&P, oil and gas producers, energy royalty trusts, coal miners, a lot of the fossil fuel companies have been shunned for a really long time, and now that they're the commodities themselves are doing fairly good, they're making lots of money, and there's still not a lot of investing going on in them, because a lot of people turn their nose up against investing in fossil fuels. Wall Street especially seems to have an issue with investing in oil and gas, but because of that, you can find some real bargains in this area. I've done lots of videos on a few other names who they all kind of have similar stories. So yeah, if you're like me, you're looking for bargains, this is a good space to be in. I definitely own a few, not these names, but a few other names for sure. But VNOM, yeah, or Viper Energy Partners, it says here, has a market cap of just over $2 billion. The dividend yield's pretty decent, 8.41%. The revenue 5-year growth is set 38.15%. Quarterly revenue year-over-year growth 22.81%. EPS diluted 5-year growth 13.33%. And EPS diluted is not so hot, -42. No debt to equity ratio number there. I don't know what that means. It has a return on equity 20.3%. PE ratio 14.46. It looks like insiders have been buying. It's always a good sign, and that's actually pretty, also again, kind of typical of a lot of these companies. Yeah, it's just a good place to be. Let's look at some of the key stats for Viper. The balance sheet, cash has 18.81 million. It's probably right around that, hovering around there most of the time. Yeah. It's a royalty trust, so what happens is these companies, they make money off of, they're making royalties off of their energy producers. So as soon as money comes in, it gets distributed to shareholders. Yeah, long-term debt, 576.9 million, and looks like it's kind of been coming down. Free cash flow, 636.86 million. So yeah, you can see here It's really been on the rise. So yeah, even September of last year, free cash flow was 307.9 million, and now December 2022, 636.87 million. So that's a huge increase. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So I guess that's probably why the dividend yield has probably been going up, or it should be going up. That's just the price chart. I don't know why YCharts does it every once in a while. I click on the dividend yield and it just sends me to a price chart for some reason. I don't know why it does that. It happens more than once, so I'm going to have to talk to them about that. But yeah, anyways, this company, it has a PE ratio, what was it, a 14.46. Has a PEG ratio of 0.09, so by that metric, it's undervalued. The shares outstanding, I've been buying back any shares. A little bit of a share buyback going on here. Yeah, I don't know. I might put this on my watch list a little bit. I mean, it's there's a lot of companies like this, especially like Royalty Trust. I did a few other videos on Royalty Trust even today, but even in previous videos, like a couple weeks ago, there was another company called North European Royalty Trust. Similar kind of situation, except it's like a oil, or not oil. It was a gas company, gas royalty trust in Germany, and you know, considering the state of situation of natural gas in Europe, it you know, unquestionably was making gobs of money, and the dividend yield on that was pretty high, like something like 20%. Whether or not it's sustainable is another question, but I mean, like, you know, the natural gas woes in Europe are not going to be going away anytime soon. So, yeah, and that's just typical of a lot of these kind of companies. I have a bunch of energy companies in my own portfolio, and you see investors like Warren Buffett buying Occidental Petroleum and Chevron, and I might have to do a video on that, just because, like, this is a really good space to be in. Like I said, they're making a lot of money. Wall Street is not investing in them, so these companies are actually making lots of money, and they're still pretty cheap. So yeah, if you're interested in, you know, bargains, the energy space is definitely the place to be. I'm Canadian, so a lot of the companies that I'm investing in are in Canada. The deals there are even better than they are in the United States, but even still, there's some bargains to be made. So bargains to be had here. So anyways, that's Viper Energy Partners, a really quick overview. If you're interested in staying up to date with this list of 35 stocks, subscribe to my channel, and or you can also go to my website, peterlynchinvestor.com. There is a newsletter there. If you subscribe to that, you'll get an updates on what's happening with this portfolio. Yeah, like I said, I update the website with this list of stocks routinely. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date, that's one way to do it. And or yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'm definitely gonna be doing some more videos. Yeah, thanks for your time. See ya.